Welcome back to my channel. This is the complete 7-day itinerary for Curaçao. Day 1. Let's just start from the airport. When you arrive at the airport, you will find yourself on the east side of the island. During your stay, you will spend most of your time on the west side because all the best beaches are there. However, there's one place that's worth visiting on the east side nearby the airport. That is Hato Caves. I know you are here for the beaches, but if you have a couple of hours to kill for some reason, this is the perfect place to explore before anything. Hato Caves are show caves, and they offer a guided tour frequently. Inside the caves, you can see quite impressive limestone formations and bats. Don't worry, they don't fly around unless you make loud noises. Outside the cave, you can go to a park where you can see Curaçao's flora and Indian petroglyphs while walking off tired legs from a flight. A sad history here is that the caves used to be hiding places for runaway slaves. I'll talk more about how the slavery affected this island later in this video. For now, let's check into our hotel. Since you're here for a full 7 days, how about spending 2 nights at a nice resort and 5 nights in a downtown Airbnb? After taking an international flight and dealing with other logistics of traveling, you probably want the rest of the day to go effortlessly. Staying at a resort means you have easy access to the beach and amenities. My personal recommendation is Marriott Resort, which recently had gone through a major interior renovation. They've got a spacious room, private access to a nice beach, and great pools. They're also located nicely in the Piscadera neighborhood. That is not too busy, yet not too far from major attractions and the downtown area. For dinner, I would highly recommend you to check out this block of oceanfront restaurants located in Piscadera. Just 2 to 3 minutes drive from the Marriott Hotel. The Viceri Piscadera, one of the most popular seafood joints for locals and travelers in Curaçao, is also located here. Day 2. Wake up in a resort and walk right to the beach. Although you won't be able to see a sunrise on the west shore, you can still enjoy the quietness of the ocean. Go for a morning dip or jog and remind yourself how awesome it is that you are on a Caribbean vacation. Grab the hotel breakfast and jump right into the pool. Now, in the afternoon, you might feel a little restless staying in a resort. So let's get in a car and go somewhere. Fort Nassau would be the perfect place to be on the day 2 because it has a 360-degree view of the city of Willemstad and it's a little bit out of the way from other major attractions which you will start exploring tomorrow. There is also a great restaurant. This semi-open-air restaurant serves lunch and dinner in a casual fine dining setting. You can dine with a backdrop of Queen Juliana Bridge, which is the tallest bridge in the Caribbean islands, and with a company of Curaçao's national birds, tropials. After lunch, come back to the resort and enjoy the rest of your stay. Watch the sunset, go for an evening swim, and dine in one of the fine restaurants inside the hotel. Don't forget to look up at the sky by the ocean at night. Once you leave the resort, there aren't many quiet places to do that at night. Day 3. We're done with the resort and moving into an apartment in downtown Peitermaai district. Peitermaai is a trendy neighborhood of Willemstad, the capital of Curaçao, and it's also called Soho of Curaçao. Here's a little bit of a background of this town. Peitermaai was first constructed in 1675 as the population of Curaçao grew rapidly. During the 1970s, Peitermaai started to experience an urban decay and became an abandoned drug dealing town. But the city's been going through an extensive urban renewal and you can see a lot of new development coming to this neighborhood. So this is a town where you can see modern boutique hotels, colorful murals, and abandoned homes all in one place. Once you arrive at the neighborhood, you need to find parking on your own. since most of these urban accommodations don't come with parking on site. Good news is that there are a good number of street parking lots that you can use free of charge. Once you sort out the parking, grab a brunch at one of the trendy restaurants or cafes and indulge yourself in tourist activities, especially photo taking. You can start at the Curaçao sign in the Con Willemstad Park, then walk up to the Queen Emma Bridge, also called the Swinging Old Lady, one of the major landmarks of Willemstad. This bridge is hinged and opens regularly to let ships pass. Cross the bridge and take some nice photos with a backdrop of the colonial architecture of Punda. Now, it's time to check into your second lodging. In this area, you can find either a boutique hotel or apartment rental for around $100 to $150 per night. For example, this one-bedroom apartment was $100 per night. After checking in, you might want to buy some essentials such as instant coffee, water, beer or drinks, and groceries. And there is a big shopping mall called Sambil, which is a 15-minute drive from downtown. You can find many stores inside the mall, including Carrefour supermarket. In the evening, go for a walk to Queen Emma Bridge again and see the colorful lighting at night. Go across the bridge and have dinner in the neighborhood named Otra Banda. If you want casual fine dining, go to the Governor's Restaurant. If you're in the mood for cocktails and small bites, go to Barrio Urban Street Food. They're both open late until late at night and have good food and vibes. Day 4. Finally, it's time for beach tours. I've made a complete beach guide in my last video, link above. Let's check out the northern beaches first. Pack a lunch or snacks and drive to Groknip or Casabao. Northern beaches are the best beaches of Curaçao. Stay in this area for a full day of beach hopping, snorkeling, and swimming. At the end of the day, come back to Willemstad and walk out for dinner and stay in the neighborhood for live music and more. Day 5. Since you spent the whole day yesterday at the beaches, let's just start today with sightseeing. Let's walk to this oldest synagogue that is currently active in the Western Hemisphere. They offer a museum, gift shops, and tours. After the synagogue, you can spend the whole afternoon on the Mambo Beach Blvd. You will not run out of things to do for the whole afternoon. For the more detailed review about this beach, watch my beach tour video in the link above. Day 6. You've spent enough time on the beach. How about going for a little hike and seeing the more wild side of the island to get a complete picture of Curaçao? Let's drive to the Shete Boka Park. There are several attractions within the park: the natural bridge, Boka Pistol, Boka Kalki. If you want to see turtles and snorkel with turtles, stop by Playa Grandi, that is located northwest, less than a 10-minute drive from Shete Boka Park. Personally, I'll skip this beach next time I'm in Curaçao, but if you've never been here and if you're nearby and have time, I think you should check it out. After a full day of exploring the wild side of the island in the northern part, let's head down south all the way to Janfiel, a more residential area with the Janfiel Beach. Janfiel Beach has nice beach clubs and it's a good place to watch the sunset. Day 7. If you're a history buff, I recommend you to visit the Curaçao Museum right across the Queen Emma Bridge. During the 17th and 18th century, Curaçao had been the center of the Atlantic slave trade. Enslaved people from Africa were bought and sold on the docks in Willemstad. The slave trade had become a primary business of the island, which stimulated a rapid population growth in Curaçao. You can learn more about this dark history in this museum. Moving on to a little lighter topic. If you're into shopping, check out the Renaissance Resort, also across the Queen Emma Bridge. For the rest of the day, I suggest you get a $12 pool pass at the St. Tropez Hotel in Peitermaai. They also have a decent ocean club where you can have snacks and drinks. For the finale, as a foodie, I recommend you to dine in at the Wine Cellar. It's a classic fine dining restaurant and has gained a good reputation over more than 30 years. It will be a nice way to wrap up your Caribbean vacation. If you have more questions about the logistics of traveling to Curaçao, please check out my Before You Go Curaçao guide video above. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.